Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we have an announcement regarding a new event that's going to drop in the game as of this video, as of the latest daily reset at the turnover of the month. Now, yesterday we spent some time talking about potential Shadowland update as far as what we got from Mobarum a few days ago and what that could mean for a possible update and new characters that we speculated and all that. And it seems like this latest hint and this latest event, which is actually going to be in the game, it's not just speculation anymore, is giving more weight to that idea. So it's looking more like we're going to be getting something before Apocalypse, something probably Defenders related, coinciding with the Shadowland stuff. And this is the first step in that direction. So keep in mind that you're going to want to play this new event every single day for the full 8 days that it's on. You want to make sure that you run through all of the different event quests. They're fairly straightforward. A lot of them are just based on daily tasks, and you'll accrue tokens. You'll accrue 10 tokens per achievement each day, and then you'll get 70 tokens per day. So 70 tokens per day, 8 days. You have a total of 560 tokens. I want to talk a little bit later about the tokens, but first I want to talk about the timeline. So the timeline for this event is from the 1st of August at reset for me, because I'm at the midnight reset in Korea, all the way until the 8th. So the last day of this event is the 8th of August. It may be the 7th of August for you, depending on your time zone, but for me and for a lot of the more Pacific players, it's going to be the 8th of August. We should be getting an update, or at least patch notes dropping on that day, if Netmarble is staying consistent with their formula. The last event that we had prior to an update was the X-Men pre-update event with those orange tokens that we could spend on a Beast or Rogue. That one lasted for the same amount of time, 8 days, and on the last day we got that update, the 3.1 X-Men patch notes. So here's hoping that by the end of this update, about the first week of August or so, we will be getting the final juicy details on whether this is an X-Men update, or whether this is a Defenders update, or whether this is something entirely different. Now, back to the tokens. I have to say right off the bat, I'm a little bit confused by the amount of tokens that you get versus the amount of tokens you can spend. It's a bit awkward, and by my math, you're always going to have leftover tokens, which is kind of annoying. Hopefully they've slotted it this way because they're going to give us some extra tokens for people who maybe miss a day or two, and that 560 will bump up to a more round number like 600 or something like that. But right now it seems like the best bet revolves around these two characters, and this is kind of the most exciting part of this event. We're going to be able to spend these tokens on bios for 2 new characters. Now, whether we're getting more than just 2 characters from this update, I don't know. Whether these characters are X-Men characters or not, we also don't know. Keep in mind that they do say they're biometric selectors, which people have kind of indicated, especially on the Reddit, that means it's not going to be X-Men characters because they require X-gene selectors. However, I don't think it's unreasonable to expect Netmarble to try to keep us in the dark by just calling them bioselectors, even though they could actually represent X-Men characters. It's unlikely, but it's definitely not outside the realm of possibility. However, I do have a better idea for you guys, and I do have a bit more speculation based on the actual picture. So if we take a look at this picture for the 2 characters, we obviously don't know who they are, but if we look a little bit further at the bottom, we can see the token. And the token itself has the number 8 on it. Now, as far as the game is concerned, as far as the anniversaries, as far as the number of updates, the number 8 really doesn't stick out to me at all. However, the only thing that I can think of that has a lot of significance and that makes sense for this time frame for the number 8 is the 8th city. And if you guys aren't familiar with the 8th city, it's like this, separate kind of dimension or virtual place of hell related to Iron Fist, related to Kunlun and all that stuff. It's not really on the plane of Earth, but it's accessed through Earth, etc. You got to read the Iron Fist comics to know what I'm talking about. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is, if this 8 is a hint to the 8th city, it would make a lot of sense that we're getting a Defenders update, that we're going to get more Defenders type characters for the Shadowland update that we're going to see perhaps characters like Lee Kung. We're going to maybe see the Bride of Nine Spiders, maybe Steel Serpent, maybe Colleen Wing. My girl, Colleen Wing. Hit me up. Phone number below. We should go on a date sometimes. Anyways, that would be very, very cool, and that's my prediction as far as what that number 8 stands for and what those two characters could be. We also could see some tertiary characters that don't necessarily relate to the 8th city, but do relate to the wider world of New York and of the Defenders, like Stick for Daredevil and others. But that's just my idea and my speculation. Let me know what you guys think as far as the number 8 is concerned for the tokens. I'm pretty excited about that. Finally, I want to break down the event quest as far as the rewards and as far as what you should probably aim to spend your tokens on after you've saved up all 560. I don't recommend that you use them ahead of time because I don't even think the store will be open until the last day because they don't want to reveal ahead of time who these characters are. So expect the store to not be available yet. But in the meantime, you can kind of prepare yourself by figuring out what the best option is for you. So for the veterans, I think that the best option really depends on how much resources you have saved up of other kind of materials, especially rank up tickets. If you have a lot of rank up tickets or you expect to buy or get a lot of mega rank up tickets, you may be better off spending less of the tokens on the actual bios. Just get enough bios to unlock the characters and then spend the rest on some of the other prizes, because while they're not all great, some of them are useful, like the hidden tickets, like the clear tickets. Those are pretty good rewards that you can get. The Nordstone selectors, on the other hand, are actually a pretty good deal for newer players, especially if they're trying to complete the epic quest. You know, even if you buy the maximum number of bios for one of these characters, because you can't buy the maximum for both characters, the limit is 8, you're only going to have 160 bios. That's not even enough to get them to 5 stars. So with that being said, you might again just spend enough bios to unlock one or both of the characters and then spend some of the rest on perhaps the Nordstone selectors, because that's really going to accelerate those research missions for Doctor Strange especially. Now, lastly, I do want to just bring up one more time the awkwardness of the token number relating to the event store. Even if you go ahead and you buy 5 times each of the bio selectors, which would be 100 bios for both, that's going to cost you 500 tokens. You're going to be left with 60 tokens, which means, for example, you can buy the 15 hidden tickets and then you're left with 20 tokens just sitting there. Again, hopefully Netmarble sees this and hasn't done this on purpose in kind of a crummy way, and they're going to throw an extra 20 tokens at us for anyone who didn't log in or forgot a day or missed some of the event quest missions. But if not, we still have some pretty cool prizes to look forward to. I myself am going to go for the hidden tickets to try to finish off that mythic rank up uniform ticket for the Sinister 6 quest pack. And then I'm probably going to spend the rest on biometrics because I don't need the Nordstones. But let me know what you guys are going to spend your event tokens on. Let me know what you think the prediction is for that number 8 on the token face, because that's what I'm super interested in right now to see if my prediction is correct or if you guys have any better predictions from the Marvel Universe. And of course, guys, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.